Good morning, everyone. Kansas Sports HQ here, Season 2, Episode 68. Today, we're going to just cover off on all the crazy stuff. You know, you got the Tour Championship. You have Week 0 leading into college football. We have Life Prep football tomorrow night, live with Kansas Sports HQ going to be there. We'll see what sideline Naj ends up on. Probably Life Prep. We'll see where Sheldon ends up on. He's going to run all over the place. We have the tools. We have the opportunity to make it happen and all that fun stuff. But first, how are you guys this morning?
Better than I deserve.
Blessed and highly favored.
Nice. Always the good stuff, right? How was this morning's workout? I saw Sean doing some running.
Yeah, did a little movement today, trying to finish off the limited factors. I see I was going to do that yesterday, but I saw a video of my guy Bill Breezy talking about doing a sprint workout or an athletic workout 24 hours after he felt like a red flag. So I said, okay, I'll wait another 24 hours before I do that. But we did a little. I got loose yesterday. I hit a little bit of arms. Nothing crazy. This old age, I'm not looking to do.
You want to be athletic. You want to be athletic.
Well, I do, but also I'm gonna try to be a little more content with just moving around a little bit as much. You know what I'm saying?
So your fast is going to come to a conclusion. What about easy?
That's terrific. Yeah.
Sounds like a great idea.
Sounds like a terrific.
I might be in on that. So.
Yeah. Little after potty. I got to run home. Eventually this afternoon, I got to get my room straightened up because got family. Pete and April and Tim have family coming into town. It's Tim and his twin Cody's birthday this weekend.
Very cool.
And Tim is preaching on Sunday.
Hey.
And of course, every time he preaches, I'm gone. Like, I'm always out of town. And it's completely on, not on purpose every time. But
and you're going out of town again?
Yeah, I'll be out of town for this one. So.
Oh, yeah. You're going to play golf.
Yeah, I am. I know, it sounds, yeah.
Sean's going to play on the tour if you guys know.
The Corn Ferry, they called me. No, I definitely.
In the Corn State.
In the corn state, yep,
Wait.
not Nebraska.
I was going to say, hold on.
Not Nebraska.
Whatever.
Nebraska's a fake.
Iowa, and I only associate...
Iowa is actually the Hawkeye State, by the way, and that is the name of their state. So
The Hawkeye State.
you know how Kansas is the Sunflower State.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's
Yes,
what
but I only
Hawkeye.
associate it with the Field of Dreams, so whatever.
That's fine.
Uh,
Well, you can associate us with that. That's fine.
Yeah, and other words that I
Is
won't
this
say
seven?
on here,
No,
No,
it's
it's
Iowa.
Iowa. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I played a little golf yesterday. It was fun. It was
good.
fun.
Yeah.
Well,
We're getting the rundown of it. Sounded
Yeah.
like he had a solid day.
Yeah, I got
Especially at
invited.
Auburn.
I got invited back. So
Is it like a men's league or what?
they created their own league,
Oh,
and so it's between. I don't know. You have to. I won't be able to play enough to get into all this stuff because they started back in May. But it's every Wednesday. They travel to different courses,
Oh,
and you have to
okay.
play a minimum number of rounds. But it's between about 20 people.
that's cool.
So yesterday we had 8 show up, and I was the 9th.
Nice.
So that was fun. But then we split up. The 3 fast movers went up there. The guys who were hitting the ball decent,
Yeah,
and the others were not. But they have their own handicap system and whatnot. So it was cool.
that's cool.
Good.
I mean, Auburn can kill you sometimes.
I know you guys can't tell on the air right now exactly, but Naj got his hair redone yesterday.
You did? Did you get it cut?
Yeah, I cut it all off.
No. Turn your head. Let me see.
I cut it all off.
You did not.
Yep, cut it all off.
Lies.
See, bro, if you look, it's flat. It's flat.
You still have them on the backside. They're just smaller. Yeah.
Yeah.
You still got the Predator cut
Right.
going on.
Whoa!
Well, okay,
It's
context.
Context.
The movie. The movie.
Thank you.
The
Thank you.
movie.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Thank you.
My bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
I'm like Samson. I can't
cut it off. That's what I feel like. I feel like if I cut mine off at this point, yeah. What's gonna happen?
Guys, Trust me, don't do that.
Enjoy it as long as you can.
Man, I remember when mine just stopped growing. I lost a bet for like those shooting little water guns at like the state fair kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wrong thing to bet on, Dave.
Worst
it
thing
was-
to bet on.
You know, I was
That's not a
doing
controlled environment.
great. I was 3 for 3 on the wins, and then the next person came up, and it's just like my gun was just like no
Controlled
lost pressure. I
environment.
didn't
You don't know
pressure it. Yeah.
Too many uncontrollable
Yeah.
variables. Right
And
there.
then when
Control
I-
what you can control.
when I had to when I had to shave my head, it just never came back. So, you know, for about 10 years I just cut the sides and let the top go as much as I could, and now I don't. I just gotta
Yep. Now he's committed to the
Yeah.
the shininess.
I'm committed to refracting the light back to the sun. But anyways, we're going to talk about all the fun stuff leading up to, you know, college football's week 0. You have the tour championship, Scotty Scheffler #1. Obviously, who knows what that happens with that. Last week he was playing with hands, foot, and mouth.
Yeah.
What?
And ended up still at -7.
It's just a dad thing, you know.
Yeah, he just being, you know, just a dad going out there still dominating -7 for the whole tournament.
He's been I mean, recently it's been better, but like this year he's been like a slow starter.
Yeah,
The first 2 days he like
He's
barely
only-
makes the cut.
He's
and
only
then-
got 2 wins this year and 10 top 5s.
which is crazy. That's a lot of top 5s.
Yeah, 5 of those are second place.
Yeah, and him like just taking off in the final 2 days because for whatever reason those first 2 days have just been getting him, I guess.
Flip the switch.
Yeah.
You know, he's just out there. Hey, let me try this today. Who knows? I'll just swing left-handed.
I'm assuming he passed the contagious stage of the hand, foot, and mouth before he went out there.
Probably. Hopefully his
Probably.
caddy doesn't have it. You know.
Yeah. I
That'd
mean,
be-
I guess at a golf, I mean, as long as you keep it clean and a lot, like I guess at a golf tournament, you're probably not coming in contact with those guys too.
Well, that's
much.
why during COVID you could play golf.
Yeah,
That's why it
because
skyrocketed.
Yeah, it really did.
Ooh, do we want to talk about the
Limited
controversy going on right now in the golf world?
Controversy? What is it?
Controversy.
Controversy.
The controversy is good, and their
Oh.
deal with Callaway, where they
I saw
had a
Chartrand yelling
pretty
about that on
epic.
Facebook.
Per usual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He takes
yelling-
he takes everything to Facebook, dog.
Yeah, he's yelling all the time on Facebook. Shout out Chartrand.
Bro, and I love how he puts everything in caps. so they
so
know
you know,
he's yelling.
no,
Like
he's
I
yelling.
like that. I'm a
I know.
person.
Hey, he's being clear.
He's letting you know what
Yeah,
he's upset
yeah.
about.
No, it's
And if you know Chartrand, bro, that's just how you talk in person too.
yeah. I was what is it? The video of the
pushing the girl away
The
from
girl
the Callaway.
tried to grab the new driver, and he
Quantum,
shoved her.
Yeah, good quantum driver. And, he
and then
shoved
now
her.
everybody's apologizing for it and pulling their stuff off the shelves.
Yeah,
It's
like
crazy.
just I don't know.
I mean,
Get away from my driver. I mean, I'm going to come hit
It's-
check you.
well, this is what happened, 6 years ago or 7, whatever it's been over COVID, and like the Ulta shoot, I can't talk. Like
Take your time.
thank you. Like massive deal to like call out everybody's political incorrectness.
Cancel culture seems to be that.
Yes, the cancel culture where every little thing that could be offensive gets called out, and then all these companies and whatever, which I don't know why the companies apologize, because they already have enough money, and if they're starting to go broke, somebody's going to bail them out. Like, and they're not even close to going broke. For most of these companies, it's like if you lose this little tiny sect of your audience that's trying to cancel you, it's not affecting your bottom line. But anyway, this is what kept happening over and over again. A company would put out something that might be vaguely racist or vaguely sexist or vaguely transphobic or something like that, and then they get dragged through the coals on social media by the loud minority, and then then they set out an apology. I don't know why they're apologizing, but so yeah, like I guess good like produced. Now I'm not like a consumer of this brand, but I've seen their stuff. It's pretty cool and everything. Like, but I guess they put out an ad about this new partnership with Callaway.
For their quantum driver.
Yeah, for their quantum driver, and I guess they independently produced the ad because Callaway said this wasn't us, and then
Yeah.
all these other places said this wasn't like everybody's either taking their stuff off the shelf or apologizing for it. Like, this is not on us. we get blamed for we don't want to take the blame. It's like I think we're past that time where we got to
but Callaway's
apologize for
stock
everything.
dropped 10%.
Well, okay, that's. I won't go any further on that, but
but anyways, that just that controversy's there. But I want to list the top 30 players that are in the Tour Championship for you. You got Tom Kim, Ryan Fox, Justin Rose, Adam Scott, Robert McIntyre, Victor Hovland, Alex Smalley,
Hovland, my cousin,
Alex Fitzpatrick, Minwoo Lee, JJ Spawn, Patrick Cantlay, Christopher Wrighton, Written maybe, Ryan Gerard, Gary Woodland, Akshay Bhatia, Hideki Matsuyama, Jacob Bridgman, Russell Henley, Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Tommy Fleetwood, Ludwig Oberg, Colin Morikawa, Sam Burns, Siwoo Kim, Chris Gotterup, Wyndham Clark, Cameron Young, Scotty Scheffler, and Matt Fitzpatrick.
Where's Tiger Woods?
Crashing
a helicopter.
Scotty Scheffler and Matt Fitzpatrick are the top 1 and 2, so they tee off at the latest time at 1 p.m. So that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, they were paired up last week too.
Yeah, they're giving some crazy odds here for people to win it. Right now, Scotty Scheffler's at plus 350, and Wyndham Clark is at plus 1,800.
He was on a roll last week.
Oberg is at a plus 1,600. Morikawa plus 1,800. Sam Burns has come in and as a favorite to place top 5.
Sneaky favorite.
Yeah. So some people have gone down, some people have gone up. Just exciting to see how those guys do that because I like golf. It's a good time to watch and take a nap.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
you wake
go
up
in and out of sleep watching shots.
You wake up and there's like 6 eagles, and you're like, "How did I miss that?"
That's pretty.
Rewind it on YouTube TV, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'll try to tune in. Obviously, I'm gonna be busy all day Saturday because that tournament takes a long time.
Yeah. But nobody gets cut on this one. It's
all 4 rounds. Everybody's all in.
The top 30 players in the FedEx Cup points.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to keep track of for sure.
So let's go ahead and fast forward to week 0 real quick. I know you guys are itching to talk MLB stuff.
Go Dogs.
And I just want to let it fly for you guys.
Roll Dogs.
Roll Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Georgia?
You know it.
You're a Georgia guy?
Big Georgia guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would have never guessed that.
What you mean, bro?
All right, let's just take it. We went over this last week when it came out, but the AP poll. Am I still on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still here.
Yeah, the AP poll has both the coaches and the AP have the same top 3. Ohio State 1, Oregon 2, Georgia 3. Georgia. Could this be Georgia's year to get back on top?
I don't know if we got our 26-year-old quarterback. So
yeah, Gunnar Stockton. Gunnar Stockton. I mean, he's a baller. I don't like. He's not like your kind of. He's a Georgia quarterback.
Oh, for sure.
Like he's a gamer. Like it's almost like they never have like the super toolsy top end guy.
Because we're going to spend our money on. We're going to spend our NIL on defense,
O line,
usually
a running back,
and our skills. That's what we're going to spend our money.
But that's where they lacked last year was the wide receiver group.
Yeah,
so I think they fixed that this year.
After G pick, bro, it's been kind of tough.
Yeah, they did have a nice run of wide receivers there, and obviously a really amazing run of running backs.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see what they.
I just wanted to be known. I'll be honest. I'll be the first to say I'm not really a true Georgia fan.
But you'll watch if they get deep.
Yeah, if nobody's playing, I'll watch Georgia. Like I'll elect to watch Georgia, but their win or lose isn't gonna. My heart. No. Like the Dolphins don't do that either, but the Dolphins will do it a little bit more than the Bulldogs. But it's almost the same amount if that makes sense.
Sure. So let's see what kind of transfers the Georgia Bulldogs brought in. They got a 4-star transfer running back from UK or Kentucky. So there's a skill guy right there. They got Bryson Beaver, 4-star transfer from Oregon at quarterback. He'll probably be I'm assuming maybe he'll be the backup. Isaiah Canyon from Georgia Tech, 4-star transfer wide receiver. That's a big one. I think he was one of the top wide receivers on the.
You take an in-state rivals
I mean, that's been happening.
I mean, Georgia Tech doesn't always. I mean, recently they've been on the up and up. They had that really good quarterback the last few years, Haynes King. But it's interesting. Yeah, another 4-star transfer, 4-star edge, 3-star corner, 4-star safety. Yeah, they had a great. It wasn't a huge portal, but they definitely filled in some gaps. I'm sure with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we obviously. Oregon brought a ton back from last year. They were really good last year. They got one of the best quarterbacks in the country on their squad. Ohio State brought back their quarterback, who was great last year. Probably looking for some growth out of him this year.
Yeah, for saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have the number 1 overall pick. Just
Jeremiah Smith. Yeah. He's a dog. And they have a couple other 5-star wide receivers just chilling
Weird.
there,
wide receiver.
It'll be interesting now that Hartline's gone, the OC wide receivers coach, because he's at USF now, being the head coach there. See how if they can continue to recruit wide receivers the way they did when he was there.
I think so. He was only there for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. But you look at those 4 or 5 years of wide receivers.
Yeah, and then you got Matt Patricia running the defense. So,
their defense is going to be stout again. The national championship guys from last year, matchup from last year, Indiana, Miami come in at 6 and 7. Notre Dame's up there at 4. Texas is at 5. That's just kind of normal, LSU, we talked about them last week. They're not going to get that tight end from Cleveland Browns. That is. They're at 11.
Why not?
Because SEC
fell in line with the Big Ten.
Yeah, followed the big boys' lead. BYU, sneaky team. They're at 14. They have all the money in the world. So if there's going to, them and Texas Tech, they out of the Big 12. So Texas Tech is at 12. BYU's at 14. They both have all the money in the world to spend on their NIL, on their rosters. So,
but who wants to go to BYU?
They assemble pretty solid squad every year now. They kept their head coach. Penn State was going to hire their head coach, and then the CEO of Nutricost Whey Protein and the CEO of Crumble Cookies, who are both Mormons, stepped in and said, "What do we got to do to keep him at BYU?" I can't remember the coach's name, but he ended up staying at BYU with a big payday. Our Iowa Hawkeyes are at 22. And that's just kind of, I'm surprised they ranked him. Normally they start off by just outside of the rankings, because it's just but then they always end up in the rankings at some point during the year. So they just did the inevitable and put him at 22, which is probably where they'll end up. They're still having a quarterback controversy. They don't know who their starting QB is, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But QB has never been a focal point of the Iowa's offense, so whatever. But yeah,
field goals and running game,
Yeah, hopefully, and that's another big thing. The special teams coach left for Michigan State to be the assistant head coach / special teams coach there. So it'll be kind of interesting to see if Iowa's special teams holds up to the same standard.
I just pulled up the schedule for week 0.
Yeah, that's what I was
real interesting. You got North Carolina versus TCU in Dublin,
Ireland. Yeah, that's at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and that is going to be the kickoff of the college football season. Last year it was Iowa State and Kansas State up there, so I remember because last year I was also up at this golf thing in Sioux City, and they had that on the Iowa State and Kansas State and Ireland on the TV. So North Carolina versus TCU. Is Belichick still at North Carolina? I think he is.
Yeah, he is. It's
still hanging out with his gal there.
Yeah, his second year while she graduates college.
Well, good for her.
Maybe, I don't know.
And then USC and San Jose State. USC.
Well, you forgot NC State at Virginia. We're going
coming up next. That's at 2:30. It
says it's at 3:30.
I don't know. This ESPN says at 2:30. So San Jose State, USC could be another dark horse. If their defense figured out, man, they got some really good players on offense. Their quarterback's really good. They finished strong last year. Iowa should have beat them, but they didn't. They could be a little dark horse to make the playoff this year. NC State, Virginia. is the old Penn State coach, Franklin. He went to Virginia Tech, right? Not Virginia. Yeah, I think he went to Virginia Tech. But Jacksonville State and North Dakota State. North Dakota State's first game as a FBS school. So they've been running the FCS for quite a while now, and now they are officially an FBS school. So they moved up. So that'll be interesting to watch as they make the transition
to the big boy.
They're playing Jacksonville State. It's a really good program. For the most part. I don't know about really good, but they're a solid program. Then Sacramento State at Eastern Michigan. Everybody's going to have all eyes on that game. Just kidding. And then Hawaii.
I was going to say what?
Hawaii and Stanford. Stanford, of course, famously known as an ACC school.
Game to watch.
The
Stanford and Hawaii.
The Sacramento State and Eastern Michigan. They're on ESPN Plus. Let's be real.
Yeah, I know. I was just joshing. Now, here's an interesting one. New Mexico State at Florida State on CW. On the CW, because they are partnering with ESPN now, I guess, which I didn't know CW did sports, I guess, till now. But I saw that partnership the other day. I was like, okay. ESPN's just buying everybody, man.
No, baseball used to be on CW back in the day?
Yeah, baseball was?
Yeah.
Was that where the Cubs played on? No, they were on WGN.
Yeah.
Is WGN part of CW?
I don't remember, but I don't remember. I remember baseball, especially.
Let us know in the comment.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about real football, bro. Y'all talking about these week conferences, bro. When y'all finna talk about the KCAC football, bro. Kickoff starts this week, baby.
That is true.
Kansas Sports
HQ. That's your Birds.
Yeah.
Playing.
Well, the Birds go to Lynchburg, Kansas, to take on the Swedes of Bethany College.
That's a dub right there.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I've heard the team is back to 0 after going for the championship, but it's all right. We'll see. Then you got
to build back up again.
Yeah, got to build back up. The Marys of the University of St. Mary play the Evangels of the University of Evangel. Southwestern College plays Bethel College. Cada plays Ottawa University. Tabor plays Sterling. Avila plays McPherson. So good games to start out the kickoff. Giving the champs a chance to really start from 0.
Yeah. See how it goes.
See what the wing tee looks like this year.
The wing tee for the Birds.
You think they're going to stay in that same system
100%.
even without their guys?
Yep.
They just
copy
and paste right there.
Like, honestly, I don't know how it's going to be. The wing tee honestly blows my mind, but one of my buddies who played line at Friends told me, bro, listen to me. Anybody could think they're getting it, and if they get that, we got something else. And if they get that, we got something else.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
it's not a vast playbook, but there's a lot of variations in that playbook that you can run with all the counters, the traps, the options, the bootlegs, the sweeps, all that stuff.
But see, we couldn't really bootleg last year because the quarterback really couldn't throw the ball too far.
Well, I just mean, it would be like bootleg keeper, you know, like where he takes the hand off.
Goes on the outside. Yeah.
Which I would assume at some point the defenses were looking for, but...
yeah, especially when the dude almost had 2,000.
Yeah, but they couldn't stop it, so,
Bro, dude Cavante is just an athlete, bro. Yeah. Like, he is one.
He's just an athlete playing quarterback.
Yeah, like 100%. Bro. Like, it's just give him ball, run. That's like, it was basically like Little League football. Pee-wee. Give him the ball and run. Did I go out?
Yep.
Dang it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I hate
your
this.
Camera probably restarted.
So I pulled up Kansas just for our fellow Jayhawk. Well, not fellow. I'm not really a Jayhawk fan, but my family is here in Wichita. But they had a rough year last year, and I don't think K-State's going to be all that much better.
What do you mean, bro? They got the Miz legend, the Wichita great,
Avery Johnson.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna sling, bro. He's gonna sling for 1,000 this year, bro.
For 1,000 yards passing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be
my point exactly
3,000.
So Kansas's schedule. You got Florida, Middle Tennessee, and then Kentucky. So that'll be an interesting matchup. And UNLV.
I mean, if
they play. Oh, hold on. What the heck am I looking at right
If you just want to fast forward to MLB stuff, I'm ready to let you guys just go at it.
Me and Sean on the same
What
side.
am I looking at? This is not.
Me and Sean don't agree on much on this podcast. But when it comes to the MLB and the New York Yankees, we have a lot of agreements.
I mean, we had some crazy stuff happen last night for the Braves.
Bro, everything crazy happens in Atlanta, bro.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Never been.
You have
I think we drove through there
Sean Murphy hits a bomb.
Dog.
And then Kim, who has a .066 batting average, walks it off against the Dodgers.
Yeah, bro. Nobody cares.
Yeah, Hye-Seong Kim, man.
The most unlikely duo to say what happened. It was a full moon last night.
Hey, we were talking about this morning. This is the time of the year, especially on playoff teams, where guys, if they've had a rough season, they turn it around the rest of the way. All's forgiven.
That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
The grind of the season.
But that Kim walk-off is a $20 million walk-off because he hasn't played much. He's been on the bench.
Yeah. $20 million. What do you mean?
We paid him $20 million for 1 year, and he's played I
don't think it was $20 million for 1 year.
Hey, but either way, you got your money's worth last night.
Oh, man. I guess 2 in a row against the Dodgers, not too bad.
Wrong Hye-Seong Kim. That's the Dodgers one.
So
there's Ha-Seong Kim, who's on the Braves, and Hye-Seong Kim, who's on the Dodgers. They're 2 different people.
And who? Chung-Hoon Lee plays for the Giants, right?
Yeesh. Yeah. So, I mean, really good season for Ha-Seong Kim. 0.78 batting average, 77 at bats, 174 on base, 0.78 slugging. So he's only hit singles.
Bro,
he has a minus 27 OPS plus. You know what an average OPS plus is? 100. So he's at minus 27. That's wild. Yeah. What's his contract?
Oh, goodness.
I know it is kind of
$20 million.
Yep, 1 year, $20 million. That's crazy. They signed a $20 million deal. I mean, it's 1 year, so there's not a ton of commitment. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, one swing to beat the Dodgers for $20 million. Yay.
Hey, I just think about the week we're about to have as a Yankees fan, bro. We're playing the Astros right now.
Yeah, this is the rubber match.
Yep.
Series tie 1-1.
Yep. And you know who we go into the weekend with?
The Red Sox.
Bro.
And that's probably who they will play in the wild card.
We're not playing them in the wild card again, bro.
That's exactly how it lines up right now. Because you have the 3 best teams in the AL, all in the AL East. So if they don't play them in the wild card, hopefully that means they won the division. We'll play either them or the Rays in the divisional. So, Yankees playing well lately and getting some guys back now. Pitching's kind of still it's good, but it's kind of hitting a little bit of a breaking point right now with the bullpen. Just because the Astros can still swing it, and the bullpen has just been used and abused this year. And with the injuries to the starting rotation, who have been great, one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league, the wear and tear there on the bullpens is getting a little scary. So they need Fried to come back. They need Weathers to come back soon. They need who else is out? Luis Heel maybe will be a bullpen guy for him down the stretch. Clark Schmidt will be a bullpen guy down the stretch. They need these arms to come back so they can be at full strength for the playoffs and be having some momentum going into the playoffs.
The Brewers have the best record.
The Brewers have the best record in baseball, man. And here, all we hear, man, about this upcoming CBA deal for the negotiation, I should say, is that how uncompetitive the MLB is this year, or how unbalanced competitively the MLB is because there's a lack of a salary cap, which is stupid because yes, the Dodgers have won the last 2 World Series, so you can point to them as the problem all you want to. But currently right now, Brewers have the best record in the MLB. They're, 29 games above 500, plus 167 run differential. You're telling me in a 7-game series, they don't stand a chance against the Brewers? Because that's what or against the Dodgers, that's what people are saying. I mean, Dodgers are obviously still a very good team, but and this is what the Dodgers do too, is they'll kind of like let their guys chill out on IL all year and then bring them back for their pitchers. They'll bring them back for the postseason so they're fresh. That's what they did last year, kind of, and it ended up working out for them. But like, I think the AL is not very good, but it's ultra competitive. You got the first wild card, which is the Yankees, and then the Red Sox are in the number 2 wild card. But then after that, you have, let me pull up the wild card standings.
I got you right here,
the AL wild card standings. You have Cleveland at 68 wins in that 3rd spot, and then Rangers at 66 wins, Orioles at 65 wins, Blue Jays at 65 wins, Mariners at 64 wins, Minnesota Twins at 64 wins, and Tigers at 62 wins. So, and I mean, even like, this is wild, but the Royals are at 59 wins. So technically, they're less than 10 games back with a month to go, which is a long ways to climb. But the Royals are 9-1 in their last 10 games. So you have a 9-game separation. So there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams battling for that last wild card spot and are very close to still unseating their divisions. But still the best 3 teams are the Red Sox, Yankees, and Rays, and they're all kind of knotted up at the top of that division. Yankees are 3.5 back from the Rays. Red Sox
every other
6 back.
The worst division. I love to see the Mets in last place. Just want to
Yep. Good call. Good. But yeah,
the NL West has the biggest gap if you think about it, because you got the Dodgers at 80 and 53. You have the Padres for 72 and 62. The D-backs at 71 and 63. And then you got the Giants who fall off at 54 and 79. And then the Rockies who fall off at 52 and 81.
Yeah.
My roommate's a Giants fan. I hear his pain every night.
Yeah, it's tough being a Giants fan last few years.
Hey, don't worry. At least you were born to see a World Series, dog. That's
shoot, man. I mean, they won, what, 3 of them? It was 2010, 2012, 2014.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right? All the even year Giants magic?
Yeah.
2010, 2012, 2014. Bruce Bochy, man. A heck of a manager. Then Bruce Bochy went out and won one with the Rangers, too.
And
kind of he's got to be on the Mount Rushmore of managers. Bochy?
He has to be.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
That's crazy. Because these are like, I mean, San Francisco's a large market team, but they don't ever really spend like they're a large market.
Nah, they believe in homegrown.
Yeah.
And they don't sell though. That's the thing. They don't really sell.
They should have.
I thought they were going to fire sell this year, but
they just don't have a lot of pieces to sell. Like they traded Ramos to the Yankees, who was a tradable piece because he's cheap. They traded Arias because he's a 1-year deal, but their other guys like Adames and Chapman, too big of contracts, and they're not performing well enough. So even if they did offload those contracts, they would still have to pay for them to play for the other, like at least a chunk of them, I would assume. Like those guys just aren't playing up to their contracts. They're not terrible, but they're just not great. And then you have a few young guys coming up in that system. You had Jung Ho Lee, who you're going to hold on to because he's
Drew Gilbert.
I don't think he's very good though. I think he's just there for
he's
going to be there the rest of this season, and if they find a replacement, he's gone. He's not great.
He's a great morale guy.
Yeah.
Will say
that guy is nuts.
You need a Drew Gilbert, bro. Gotta have one.
But they got that big boy, Bryce Eldridge. He's a rookie this year. He's like 6'7", 240 pounds, tall, lanky dude who can just hit bombs. Could be a guy for him for the future. They need better pitching too. I mean, they came into this season. They had Logan Webb, Robbie Ray, and one other dude. I'm trying to remember. But other than that, they just didn't have great starting pitching depth or talent there. And then their bullpen was like even worse. So like they came into the year with like a shot. Oh, they have Rafael Devers too.
Mm-hmm.
They came into the year like, okay, you should have a decent offense, but their pitching was just kind of, it would have had to overachieve for them to be competitive, and it did not overachieve at all. And then their offense underachieved. So yeah, but I mean, even in the NL too, like you still have all these teams that are in it. Like once again, we're talking about, like the small market teams can't compete, but here we are getting to the last month of the season. And once again, you look at the small market teams that are still technically in it, because you have the top wild card is the Cubs, the number 2 wild card is the Phils, the number 3 is the Padres, number 4 is the Diamondbacks. And then still in it right now are the Marlins, Cardinals. I mean, you could even the Pirates. Like there's still another 4 or 5 teams in the NL that are in the mix too to try and snag that last wild card, if they go on a roll. Like the Marlins are 4 games back. They probably have the cheapest right. Like you can still win with that. I think it's just like trying to make the argument that the Dodgers are ruining baseball. It's like they're not the ones who, like, yes, they are trading for stars and stuff and accumulating stars, but the other team has to share some responsibility in trading that guy away.
Yep.
You know, like the Tigers, who are still in the thick of the playoff run in the AL, despite being 9 games under 500, they traded Tariq Skubal. Like, they chose to trade it, and they probably could have gotten a better offer for him, but they traded him to the Dodgers. There was that conspiracy going around that the owners wanted that to happen to push their cause for a salary cap. There's a conspiracy that they did that on purpose to make a point or something. But I don't know. I think, and plus the Dodgers are getting investigated right now for fraud. So,
Shoei. My fault. I wasn't supposed to say it on the air. Sorry. Not the interpreter this time.
No. But yeah, apparently the ownership group there has been Mark Walter and I think it's called Guggenheim Properties or whatever it is. They've been doing some shady financial stuff because he's put himself in a tough position, despite all the money that they have, with all these deferred contracts and loans coming up that he has to pay off. I think so. Like you deferred almost all of Shohei's contract, and then that's not the only contract they deferred. They have well over $1 billion in deferred money that they got to pay upcoming in the next 15 to 20 years or he's staring down the barrel at. And I don't know if he's been doing this fraud thing for long. Well, once again, hasn't been proven guilty or anything yet. He's just getting investigated for it. But I don't know if he's been doing this a long time or just started to do it, or they just started to do it after, deferring all the contracts that they were signing so they could sign more guys. But look, like this is what I've always said about the Dodgers. They have great player development. They always, like on all of these great teams you always have a great rookie, whether it's in the lineup or in the rotation or in the bullpen. Right. And then they find guys too. A lot of times in the bullpen, there's 2 or 3 dudes every year that are no-name guys who are
lights out.
Yeah, who are great. They stack up on MLB pitchers, so when they do get hurt, they have more guys to throw. Plus developing some young starters as well at the same time doing that. So their player development is great. Their player scouting is great. And yes, they are the second largest market, or maybe the largest. I don't know if they're larger than New York or not, in sports, which helps, obviously, with that money. But then they also have done the deferred contract option, too. You sign Shohei to $70 million and get him to agree to defer $68 million a year of it. Then you're only spending $2 million a year on the present, Shohei Ohtani. And that's what they wanted. They wanted to win championships now. And they have. And the Yankees could have deferred money, The Red Sox could defer money. The Cubs could defer money. Like all these other big media markets. Philadelphia could defer money. Even, probably not the NL Central teams, but the Padres, Giants, these guys who are also in big media markets can defer money too. They can do all this as well. They just choose not to because it is risky to defer that money. But the Dodgers went for it, and they've won 2 World Series in a row. I mean,
the other side of it for the Dodgers is what did they say about Ohtani's success with jersey sales and stuff like that? They've already made their money back on that.
In theory, yeah. I mean, I think that's probably
generational talent. And
that's probably the thought.
Pandemonium.
Ticket sales that he brings in, the TV ratings from
international.
Yeah, international, the international draw, the jersey sales, obviously. Like, yes, they're going to make a crap ton of money off his name. And he makes, like, I think I looked it up, and it's probably more now, but when he signed that contract, he makes $40 million a year in endorsements. So, like, he could afford to defer he needs the $2 million a year to put on his W-2, I'm sure, but
right.
That he probably doesn't pay taxes for, and then gets funneled to his interpreter. But he's still making $40 million a year in endorsements and stuff. So and that's probably just American endorsements. Who knows what he makes in Japan for everything.
Right.
So I think he's doing okay. He's going to be unbelievably wealthy. And he already is, but he's going to be unbelievably wealthy for a long time as those deferred payments start coming in, starting in 8 years or whatever it is. But yeah, I think people who want to complain about the competitive balance in baseball is well, all other leagues have salary caps and everything. It's oh, great. Well, I like baseball being different. I like the fact that the Brewers can only spend $90 million on their roster, and then they can potentially go to the World Series and potentially win it. Do they have the pitching depth this year for a 7-game series? We'll see. They got some guys who are hurt right now who are coming back, but their lineup is legit. Their top starter, Mizorowski's obviously legit, and they have a couple other arms who are really good. And their bullpen's really legit. They are a really complete team, and they completely have a shot at winning it. Now, the odds aren't going to support them because the odds are going to go to the Dodgers, but we'll see. We'll see. Brewers have been there. They have a lot of dudes who have been in deep in the postseason the last few years. We'll see if they can put it together this year.
I'm not telling you to bet on the Brewers, but I'm not telling you to not bet on the Brewers.
I mean,
I'm telling you, if they get
walked
healthy,
on the Braves.
Yeah, they are a machine. They swept I went to the Yankees Brewers game earlier this year, right before the Yankees started slipping a lot, and then Judge was slumping right before he got hurt or
that
announced that he had been hurt. Yeah, the Yankees got walked off on that day. But they got swept that series. Their offense is relentless. I mean, you have guys Jake Bowers, former Yankee, Garrett Mitchell, Joey Ortiz, Sal Frelick, David Hamilton, Andrew Vaughn, Cooper Pratt, Louis Lark. These guys are not big name dudes, but they all do their job in the lineup. They all know their role. You have the big bats, and Jake Bowers has been great. William Contreras. Everybody knows who Christian Yelich is. He's not the same player he used to be, but he's still a solid hitter. Jackson Churio's a star in the making. Bryce Turing's a great hitter. But they have all these other platoons and defenders. They all play great defense. They all run the bases. They all it's just a really complete team. Their starting rotation is interesting because it's pretty hurt right now. But they got Dustin May from the Cardinals, former Dodger, at the deadline. They got Kyle Harrison in the offseason. He's been really good this year. And they have a few young arms in their starting rotation right now. But we'll see. And then at the deadline, they also got Antonio Senzatella and somebody else who's also hurt right now. Jojo Romero. But they got dudes. Let's see. This guy had appendicitis, so he should be back. Shoulder impingement. He should be back. Strained forearm flexor. That's probably not coming back.
Because he's got that cool whip.
Yeah.
His throw.
Yeah. And then, Quinn Priester's probably out, and Brandon Woodruff's out. So I don't know. Their pitching staff is hurt right now. But if they can bring some of those arms back, I mean, Mizorowski, Logan Henderson, Dustin May, and Kyle Harrison's probably your top 4 for the postseason rotation. So we'll kind of see. I mean, those are some pretty talented arms, just guys who haven't really had the experience yet, other than Dustin May. So it'll be interesting. But their bullpen's really talented. We'll see.
Yeah.
Baseball's kind of wide open.
So who you got going to the World Series? Just, winging it.
Yankees Brewers. Pay for it. Actually, I'll pay for either a Yankees Brewers or Yankees Braves.
Braves would be fun. Braves would be fun.
I don't want to see anybody else from the AL go to the World Series. So really and truly, yep. Call me biased. Call me whatever you want. I don't care.
I will definitely say Yankees pitching depth. If they make it through the season, Fried back.
Cole.
Cole, Schlittler stay healthy, of course, the rest of the way.
Just sounds gross.
Rodon keeps building back. He's looked nasty since coming back. And then and Ryan Weathers comes back. Clark Schmidt comes back to help in the bullpen. Maybe Luis Hill comes back to help in the bullpen. And the bullpen's been great this year. So that starting rotation and bullpen is the best in the AL, hands down. So if they can win the division and get to the divisional round, and hopefully the Rays beat the Red Sox, because 3-game series against either the Rays or the Red Sox, I don't love.
You don't see like a Rays Brewers possibility?
No,
because I just don't think the Rays have the depth in their rotation or bullpen.
Well, Braves don't have any type of rotation right now.
Well, I was talking about the Rays.
I know, but you said Yankees Braves would be fun.
I said it would be fun. I didn't say it's going to happen. The difference. But I think the Yankees, if they get Judge back and he's swinging it, that's going to make everybody else better in the lineup. So Judge back, pitching staff gets healthy, Yankees coming from the AL, and then NL's tough, man. There's a lot of good teams like the Cubs, like Pete Crow Armstrong's really good. Obviously and Brewers are really good. Dodgers, of course, are there. Phillies are good. Braves are good. I don't think the Braves. Yeah, like you said, I don't know if the Braves had the pitching depth to make it there. But
had they been able to trade for DeGrom, I think that would change my opinion. But DeGrom put out his no trade clause because Atlanta wanted him.
It's crazy, and that Met inside of him just didn't want to be on the Braves.
Nope.
I think Miami Marlins make the push to make the postseason and go to the World. No, I'm just kidding. They might, but
I got my money on the Reds, to be honest.
Or the Reds, yeah. Who knows? It's
not with the back half of the last few series they have. They have some crazy stuff going on.
Brewers are good, man. I'm a big believer in the Brewers this year, but I would like to see Yankees get their revenge on the Dodgers for 2024. But I also would like it this year if the Dodgers didn't make it, so people can stop complaining about it before the CBA negotiations. So let's go Yankees Brewers. Let's go Yankees Brewers.
Teams from the north. Be a cold October.
Would be. Be very cold. That means Jazz ain't gonna hit. He admitted it. Well, Brewers they got a retractable roof, so they can
still cold.
Still cold, but they can keep it about 68 in there.
Sure. But I'm just saying it's up north in October,
Yankees, on the other hand, do not have a retractable roof, so
get your snow removal out.
Yeah.
But anyways, fellas, let's close this down. Naj, we'll let you lead us today, and let's get our Thursday rolling.
Heads bowed, eyes closed. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for help and strength. Thank you for time and opportunity. Thank you for another day that we get to be up here, Lord. Thank you for the things that you will do for us today. Thank you for the things that you will do for us this weekend and for the rest of our life, Lord. We thank you. We pray for Sean as he gets ready to depart our ways, but not our presence, Lord. I pray that you cover him as he goes to his trip. I pray for his golf swing. I hope it does what it can. I pray for Sheldon as he goes about his day. I pray for all the people who are going about their days. I pray for safe days, for a safe day, safe weekend, and the rest of us safe here. In your son's precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, that's it for episode 68. I don't know if we will go on tomorrow morning, but we will be live at the Life Prep game tomorrow. You guys have a great day.